Go. And today we're going to taste some Croatian wines from white indigenous grapes.
Exciting!
Hello! Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I'm your host, Matthew Horkey.
And I'm Shireen Tan.
Welcome back to the show today. We're so excited. We're going to taste some Croatian wines that are actually available in the United States of America.
Yep, our friend from the Wine and More has just set up the infrastructure to send Croatian wines to the US, and I think he covers almost every single state except for 2 or 3.
Yeah, we'll put it
in the description box.
We'll put the description box in the article. Just so you know, this video was not paid for in any way. We were sent these wines to sample, and if you do want the wines, check out the discount code we have at the end of the video. Just a small disclaimer: if you do choose to buy these wines, we do get a small affiliate commission for these wines. So take that as you will. Ready to get started? Let's get started. Shireen's really excited. We're going to start out with Benvenuti Malvazija from 2016. Benvenuti is a producer. He just won a platinum medal for his Turan red wine in the latest Decanter World Wine Awards. Very respected from the coast of Istria. Malvazija Istarska is a different strain of Malvazija. It's different from the ones you'll find in Italy and in Greece. Malvazija, for me, I can respect what they're trying to do with the indigenous variety or branding. It makes crisp, refreshing wines. I'm not as a huge fan of it. Shireen is a big fan of it, right?
Yeah, I am, because it has a very nice floral note, but it's not pungent. It's just a very nice, soft floral note that reminds you of like summer or autumn. And it can make big wine, but when you don't go through it, you don't put it in oak just like this. Is it in oak?
No, I think it's stainless steel.
So it's a lot more refreshing and easy drinking.
Well, let's give this a little bit of go. This is a very, very good producer in Croatia, very well respected.
Yeah, I don't smell oak, but it's definitely gone through some surly.
But definitely, you get the yogurt notes, the yellow flower that I'm used to.
Sweet peach.
The pear, sweet peach flavors. I have to say, I've had many vintages. This is the 2016. I have not had this vintage yet. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Let's give this a little bit of a go.
This is 2016.
Yeah, 16 I said. Yeah. What do you think?
Very typical Malvazija. So pretty light in the mouth, but very good structure. You feel the meat palate fullness, spike of floral notes and sweet peach. And the finish is a little bit bitter. You
get the bitter flower finish. I have to say, I'm very critical of fresh Malvazija, and I find this pretty pleasant. I wouldn't regret, right? I'm 3.9, 4.0 out of 5 on this. I think it's pretty solid.
I mean, think about it. If you're having a wine from an interesting grape from the first time, and it delivers this sort of value and level, I think it's fantastic.
Very food friendly. If you like crisp wines with floral notes, I think people are going to be pleased, right? Shall we move on?
And good acidity.
Anything else? Yeah, which the grape struggles with. Next, we're going to talk about a white grape that I am so high on. We're talking about Pošip. Grape native to the island of Korčula in Dalmatia. But these two Pošips are not from Korčula. First, we have this guy, Milan Pošip, 2016. Unique story. He's old sea captain, retired, came back to mainland Dalmatia, started to plant some Pošip grapes. People thought he was crazy. And what our first experience with the wine? Do you remember?
That was about 2 years ago. We tasted it at a wine event in Zagreb, a really huge wine event. And then one of our local friends came to us and said, "Hey, you have to try this. Pošip is one of the best." So, okay, we walk over, we tried it. But before that, I saw this label and I was skeptical. I mean, this is not the most interesting or most modern label, so I was expecting something a little bit more rustic, whatever. But we're blown away. It's really one of the best Pošip examples we've had.
We have had the 2015, which I believe is his first vintage. This is the 16. Let's see, Mr. Ivica Milan, how it is. You're gonna see.
Yeah, the colors.
You're gonna see with Pošip. You're gonna have a darker golden color. Pošip gets a lot.
Why are you taking my glass?
Pošip is ripe, but still retains acidity, which is wonderful. I'm very high on it. Let's get a very terroir driven, quote unquote.
By the way, we're using stemless glass because this gentleman over here broke every single
stem glass.
Okay,
let's give this a... This is not as salty as Pošips you get from Cortula. More ripe fruit for me. Tropical fruit. Pineapple. Actually, I was mistaken.
Pretty ripe.
The salty notes are coming out a little bit yogurt notes as well. The saltiness starts to come out a lot more, but it's really pineapple-y. Let's give this a go.
I'm not getting the salinity on the nose, but I definitely taste it. And yeah, it's very ripe tropical fruit, lots of pineapple.
Spicy. What do you think?
Yeah, it does have a little bit of that spicy finish that you tend to get from some white wines when they age for about 2 or 3 years. The finish has that mineral flavor to it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty stony.
This is a geeky wine though. This is for someone geeky, but it's still well made. It's a little bit bigger body. It's not huge, but it's a little bit bigger body. I am really liking the spicy finish a lot. Ripe fruit flavors. If you like, I'm trying to think of something. I guess this kind of, to me, reminds me a little bit of some Vermentino, some Tokai Friulano, some really ripe, tropical, fruity white wines, bigger wines, still has some nice acidity. I think this is definitely worth seeking out. For me, I'm the same score I was on his 2015. I'm 4.0 out of 5, very firm. What do you think about that?
This makes a very strong impression. I mean, this is. Oh wait, got it wrong. Malvazija was a nice, summery, very, very easy drinking wine, whereas this Milan Pošip really sets an impression.
All right, let's move on to a winery that Shireen loves. I am very high on. We have the Stina Pošip 2016. We have tasted 14, 15 vintages of this. We have not had the 16. One vintage of this won an award in the Competition du Vin in France as the best white Croatian wine. I'm a huge fan of this wine. This is their entry-level Pošip. Stina is on the island of Brač. Really cool. They bought the old co-op. Brač is famous for a nice beach. The winery, if you look out of the tasting room, it faces the water. I have been critical of Stina's Pošip, my store. That's the oak-aged, and barrel fermented Pošip, but I'm a fan of this one. Let's see what this vintage brings. This is high-class stuff. I think this is...
It's much more refined,
this
polished, a lot more restraint on the nose.
You get a lot more of the yogurt, the brioche notes from the contact with the lees on this. No oak influence. I think this was all stainless steel. Wow, this is much more ripe, much more tropical fruity. This is more like yellow peach. It's like pineapples versus yellow peach, won't you say?
Tropical fruit and stone fruit. Yeah. There's a lot of salinity power in the mouth there. I don't remember that the last time we tasted it.
Wow. Were you a fan of this?
This is a wine that probably can age a little while longer, much more restrained structure in the mouth. The acidity is a little bit higher than the Milan, I would say. Based on the taste.
I think a lot of people are going to like this wine. Like for me, this is like fresh floral wine that's going to be crowd pleaser for everybody. This is a geeky wine. This is something that's going to appeal to
more critical people.
Yeah, more critical people. I'm 4.1 out of 5 on this. Like I think it's very, very, very good. So strong showing, because I didn't think this was going to actually show very well. I was a little bit scared to score this, but all these wines showed well. Anything you want to add on these Croatian white grapes or Pošip in general?
This is a good start and good selection to Croatian wine, because there are 3 quite different styles. I would say this is lighter, this is more medium, this is much fuller. And And yeah, you gotta try wines from Istria. You gotta try wine from Dalmatia.
Yeah, Dalmatian, Istrian. I just elevated this after second taste. I'm 4.2 out of 5. Check these out. I think they're available in the $25 range and below in the U.S. Check out the discount code. I will put it up on the screen right now for a small discount if you're interested in these wines. Right? So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you next episode.